Hello everybody, this is Ringer 6, back in another Roblox Primordial Arts showcase video. This time I'm going to be showcasing Aether, or Aether, depending on how you say it. If you like these types of videos, then please like and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. It would mean amazing things for my channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Let's get into it. So, Aether is, in my opinion, at least an A class, if not an S class element or ability. It has, or it consists of 3 types: air, light, and lightning, and consists of 15 different moves between these 3 types, each of them having their respective 5 types, or 5 moves I should say. You have burst, oxygen stealing, aero suspend, air pressure, and ethereal storm on air. In light, you have Aether Beam, Ethereal Transportation, Bow of God, Sword of Divinity, and Quintessence. And that's on light, as I said. Lightning, you have Divine Bolt, Aether Smash, God's Hammer, Wrath of Aether, and Ethereal Extermination. Now, let's get into actually showcasing these abilities. We're not going to bother going down there. Aether is one with large range, as I'll show you in a second. Burst works as a wind type, just shoots a large burst of air, does a small amount of damage, used to push back enemies, things like that. Then you have oxygen stealing, which is another longer range wind burst that has an extra effect. This extra effect is a healing art that if it hits an enemy, let me jump down here. If it hits an enemy, it will suck 100 life out from this enemy and deal damage, of course. Now we have Aero Suspend, which is a circular tornado movement with a large AoE. This lifts enemies into the air and does damage at a constant rate and lasts for a rather small time, but nothing crazy. Air Pressure is a large scale wind type move that shoots for, as you can see, a long time. I'll just wait until that one goes down so that you guys can see that one again, and then I'll showcase it. In fact, I'll showcase it now. Might as well show you guys what these things actually do. As you can see, very recently I just prestiged, so I am rather new. And while I'm making my way over, I may as well show what Ethereal Transportation does. This is a flying type move, one that allows me to move at speed in most directions, if not any direction. Now let's get into this. Burst being a burst of wind type move that does some damage. Oxygen stealing, taking this purple aura that does HP and things along that line. Aero Suspend, which if we can get close, suspends people in the air doing constant damage. And Air Pressure, which shoots enemies at a large radius. And then for the final we have Ethereal Storm, which is a large burst of air which shoots people large up into or high up into the air at a large radius. We have on light, we have the Aether Beam, which is just a basic beam of light. Does some good damage, things like that. We have, as I said, Ethereal Transportation, used for speed, follows the cursor, things like that. We have the Bow of God, which, if my character stopped running, is literally just a bow. This is one of the lesser damage items. We have the Sword of Divinity, which, like the King, I can't remember the first one, but like the King, drops a massive sword on top of the enemy's head. And then we have quintessence, which if we take some damage like we just did, drops some light on us and does constant healing. As long as these purple orbs are around us, it does constant healing. We can't move out of the range of the purple orbs, they're constantly stuck with you. It's very useful. Move on to lightning, we have the normal divine bolt, which shoots a large scale attack of electricity that also does damage over time, as you can see. We have the Aether smash, which is a teleportation type move, which allows you to smash onto your enemy. We have God's hammer, which is one that's a lock-on. Locks onto the player, sends them flying. We have the Wrath of Aether. Now, Aether is a speed up ability, but it also does constant damage. As you can see, I'm much faster now, but I'm also doing damage on a constant. And so even while using other moves and things like that, I'm still doing damage. And then for the final, we have Ethereal Extermination, which is, once again, a very large scale attack that follows your cursor and does damage at a constant all around on a large scale AoE. This is Aether, as I said, and if we just go through some of these moves again, it will show you the actual range of some of these moves. As you can see, even from back there, still getting hit by the oxygen steel. Aero suspend and things like that. Even burst, still doing a pretty large shot backwards, doing some good damage, things like that. And so it's extremely useful. This is a godly, and so sadly this takes a while to get, but I would say it's more than worth it. And for people that say it takes range and things like that, and it takes skill to use, that is true. It does take some skill to use, but with time you'll learn that skill and things like that. Most of it is pretty easy to use, just take some spamming, things like that. So it's good for characters that, or players that want to spam, but also characters that are more skillful and take longer, maybe snipers and things like that. Very useful attacks, gives a large amount of gold and things like that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Ringer 6. If you enjoyed, then please like and subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. I appreciate it, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.